everyone, today I'm gonna share with you how to make a very easy wallet. I'm on the floor, so you know this is like I have a big piece of fabric right here. This is for the credit card slot. The size of the fabric here, I have it 9 3/4 of an inch by 32 inches long. I'm gonna work it on the right side in 4 1/4. And the next 2 3/4 of an inch, and the next one is 2 3/4 of an inch, and then 2. So the 2 here, that's the divider, that is the main divide into 2. So I'm gonna make a star right here, so you know. All right, so you also have to do on the bottom too, 4 1/4, 2 3/4 of an inch, and then 2 inches, 2 3/4 of an inch, and then 2 inches, and then I'm gonna make a star right here, so you know that is like half of that. Is the other half go to the left. The first half to the left is 4 1/4. Next 5 inches. I have to look at my note. And the next one is 4 inches, and the last is 5. Also, you're gonna do on the bottom here too. So start from the star here, 4 1/4. Very easy. And 5, 4, and the last one is 5. Now I'm going to go and cut this little bit at the corner, so I know when I fold I won't make a mistake not staying in the line. So I'm gonna just cut about 1/8 of an inch to have the line, so you know where you fold. This is the center of the 2 fold. Very easy, but I need you to pay attention. I'm going to go this way so I can cut. This needs patience and attention. Alright, sorry everyone, I have to go on the table because I cannot do the floor anymore. That is so crazy. So, and plus go up here, I have the iron. So I'm gonna go start from the right side when I first start measurement, and I'm folding back and forth. So, but anyway, so the 2 inches is that the one that we're working on this side first, okay? So the first one is the 4 1/4. You skip that one. You go to the next one, with it the 2 3/4 of an inch. You go on to flap this up. I have the cut right here, so it helped me to fold it easily. And I can iron if I want to, but not now, to make it easier. Now I'm gonna open this one, put it this way, and you have the line that you've already fold, and then from here the next one is this one right here. You go on to fold from the right side up this way. That is the 2 inches. Fold it up, make sure the cut and everything lie down nice and even. Move here this side, going over this way, and the cut is right there. Press, and the 2 inch right here, the star that I marked earlier, pull it down. That is one side that we fold. So remember, if you have a hard time follow the fold is very challenging sometimes. If you miss, go set the plate back in the slow motion so you can see. I mean, I'm already slow. I don't know how far you can go slower than me. Okay, so this side is done. Going from the left side, you're going to flip it over. The first one, remember it's the 5 inches here that we skip that. Go to the next one, which is the 4 inches. Fold it in. I have the cut right here so I can easily follow the cut and then press or iron. The next one, the one that with the 4 inch right here, I'm going to fold it back in like this. Let me recap. 5 inch, 4 inch, the 4 inches, fold it down, and then the next line right here, that the 4 inch, the first one, fold it back down. Very simple, everyone. Now when you're finished, if you do it right, you can have something like this, and then you're going to flip into the right side. What is this side right now? When you're finished, it should be 15 inch and 3/4 of an inch. So make sure you get that. And then I'll show you how you can put the interfacing on. On each fold, you can cut the interfacing and add it in each fold here. So you go on the back here, you go on the measure to this. Let me show you. So this is 9 and 3/4 of an inch. You can go between 9.5 inches and then 2 inches. So cut 9.5 by 2 of the interfacing and then put on the fold here. Put the interfacing here and iron this. Put in the interfacing on the next one right here and iron this. So you don't need to have the interfacing the whole thing. And then from this side, 9.5 inch by 3.5. And when you after you cut it, you put it in here and you iron on it. One after I add the interfacing on each fold in here, I lift it up and I slide the interfacing on each fold. That way you don't need to have like a 32 inches interface, and that's too crazy. So I'm gonna go in the front here and I'm going to fold it in half. You can have the center. I'm gonna mark the center. Keep on forgetting using that. Okay, so I'm marking the center here. So each fold, you're going to sew it. Hold it like this so you don't lose it. So lift this up and you sew it on the fold here. And then you sew on this fold. And when you're done, put it back and then sew the center line down to here. That is from this side. On this side, you're going to sew on the fold here, just the whole straight line. So after you sew on this line in the center and then the fold, you're gonna go here 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. You're gonna sew this and then sew this so it can stay down for you. So I have cut 15 inches long and 9.5 inches wide midway in the facing. On the side here, and I'm going to mark 1.5 inches. You don't have to just get this. I just put my pen somewhere and I don't remember. And then here too, 1.5 inches. Oh my goodness, I just shake the camera and then I just connect this point. I cut in here the main fabric and the size is 9 inch by 3/4 of an inch by 15 inch and 3/4 of an inch. You remember this is the side of this, okay, of that pocket. Now you're going to turn into the back side so we can do some measurement here for the button. So from the top down, I'm going to mark 1.5 inches right in the center. If you don't have the center line, then do it now. And I use this magnet, everyone. This time I'm using this one that it just staying like this. Is so good. Check in my description box if you're looking for something like this. I'm gonna go and sew this. Make sure that the side, it have to be, this right side have to face up when you sew, and this is the one that it stay. Then you have to be like this, okay? Just place it in here where the 1.5 inches right there. All right, and you want to check it have the side, like the right side here and then the flap side here. So whatever you look, okay, let's just see it going right to here, and I'll just test it for you. And then in here you can see this is the right side and this is the back side. You can see it, and it, see, it stop and it stay together just like that. Right in the center, you can eyeball it and see it right in the center. If you want, you can use a double side tape. You can tape it down before you sew. That helps a lot too. So this is the double side tape that I mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned it. Did I? Okay. All right, so if you want to, you can just add it right on the side here. You don't need to do this much, just a little bit, it's okay, just like that. And then on this side, you just add it in here, so when you sew, it won't move around, just like so. And then take this out. This and double side tape is just really handy. It's thick and it's easy to use. Now you're going to make sure that it go right in the center of this. I cannot fold it because of the magnet. So just eyeball it in the center where we mark here. Place it right in the center, just like so. Put it down. Now you're gonna go around and you're going to sew this in here. And then with the man side, you're going to fold it in half. And you also need to mark the center like this. Okay, and this man side, the magnet is going to be on this side. So I'm gonna go on the back here, 2 1/4 inches. And do the same thing, the other magnet. You see this side facing down this way like this. I have it in here that I cut 2.5 inches by 5. You fold it in half and then fold again and again. You're gonna sew the top and the bottom. And this one, I cut this here 3 inches by 24, and I fold exactly the same way. This time I do it different. So you're gonna sew the top line and bottom line. So this, make sure you lift this up so that way the magnet won't stuck in here, because it will be if you don't do this. So lift this up and then sew. So everyone, after I sew on the magnet in here, and then also on the other side of this main side, it go on the straight side. I'm gonna add the ring on the side. I sew this already, so I'm gonna go and cut this in half because I need one for each side. The side where the cut is, you're going to go down 3 inches, and then also on this side same thing, 3 inches. Now you're going to add that dealing on each side. So I have this right here, one for each. Now if you want to, you can go and sew this if you want, or you can wait until we sew them together with the other side. So for this one right here, this is the short strap that very cute that you can hold around your wrist. So this go into here, and at the end here I fold a 1/4 of an inch, and then I fold it again, go down to 1/2 an inch, and then from there you're gonna sew this together. So that one side, you're gonna make sure that it the same side by turning this way, go to the other side, then you can add another one so it won't twist. Turning this 1/4 of an inch and then 1/2 an inch down, and then from there you can sew this together. You can go 1/2 an inch, you can go an inch, it's all up to you. Something that really you don't need to do is sag. So sew this side. All right, so now I'm gonna bring back this side and make sure everything is staying. So this is the interfacing right there. Fold this up and iron this. Now you have the guideline, you can follow that guide and then fold this up because I don't have the interfacing on this side. So now make sure this is meet with the other side like that evenly. On the bottom side here, you don't need to sew, but go in here 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. You're gonna sew all the way to here. So 1/4 of an inch, go follow this, and 1/4 of an inch going down all the way to this side. So everyone, after I sew around on the top, go down to the side. This one open. I can go and trim this. If you want to go and trim to get the thickness away, you can feel free to do that. Everyone, after I iron all around this opening right here, you're going to sew this side together. Don't sew this is the pocket. So everyone, after I sew in this close, I still have a pocket. Remember, this is the pocket. So you're gonna bring this side, go to meet over here, fold it over, go to meet on the side here, just like so. You're gonna make sure all the both sides are even, and you iron this down. You can pin, you can clip, you can do whatever, but make sure it's staying down like this. when you iron this. And bring this down. You hear that? That means the magnet is snapped down. So make sure that you're going to iron on this side too. This is the big side. It can be the crossbody. If you make the strap longer. Taking this out, and I'm going to clip this all around it. Not all around, but you know, good for it to stay down so you can sew. And then you sew all the way to here. Go down to the flap, go up around the flap, going this way and go all this side. So easy, and it's very simple. Everyone, I finished sewing this, and it is so cute. Look at this big giant pocket right here, and then here with the pocket for the cat. So for this first one right here, you can put so many cards in there. Stack it up or whatever. You go all the way down, and then here too. There's plenty of room for your cat. You can put many you want to. But there's 2 in there or more. And then on this side right here, you can put the wallet. If you want to put the wallet, you can. This wallet I make a while back. And then some money. If you want to add some money on this side, you can too. And if you have a wallet, you don't need the money like that. But anyway, the phone, if you don't want to jump while you're driving, and that is that. And then the magnet, when you're done, just snap like that. Ta-da! Something new today with the magnet right here. When I sew the top stitch, I go a quarter up and inseam allowing all around. Look how even this is. So remember, go by in the presser foot. The side of the presser foot touching the side of the fabric and go around so everything is evenly. Look at that. So pretty. And then the strap right here, you can just click on the side if you want to hold it on your, this actually go to my shoulder. It's long enough. It's 25 inches or something like that, and it's so cute. Look at that. Very pretty and easy to make. Everybody can do this. If I can do it, everyone can. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the people who always support my channel, always come and watch my video every time I upload, every time I go live stream. Stay safe, everyone. Love you. Take care.